We bought 17 dead Mopars, 2,300 miles from home, part 2. This is about all we have left to load. Filled the box truck, 2 20-foot enclosed trailers, and 2 8-car transport trucks. It's been a hell of a journey. Enjoy. Remember how I was talking about all of that stuff that we have to figure out how to get home? Well, looks like we're buying a truck. So this is the 72 black on black 403 speed Roadrunner that we're gonna build here on the channel. This car is really pretty rough, but we're just gonna make it fast, fun, and safe, and we're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna work on it throughout the series that I do on this channel. It's just gonna be a beater. It always will. We're never gonna restore it. We're just gonna have fun with it because that's what they're meant for. And it doesn't matter how you have fun with the car. If you have it in your garage and you enjoy looking at it and that's what makes it fun, then that's what makes it fun for you. If you like taking it out and thrashing on it and that's what's fun, that's what's fun. And that's what matters in this hobby, is what's fun and what's meaningful for you. This car, it is real 72 Roadrunner, and it does have this really rare 72 only grill. Now these grills are super hard to find and they're way different than the 71. And they are specific for 72 only Roadrunner and the Roadrunner GTX. Really cool piece. This one's a little bit broke, but it is complete and presentable and perfect for what I want this car for. Like you said, it's a little bit more beat up than I really thought it was. There's rust in quite a few places. But you know what? That's perfect for what we want, because we just want something to beat on. If we want something nice, we'll find something nicer. Anyway, here it is. We're getting ready to pull it out. This is literally the last car out of the 17 that we purchased to move. I aired up the tires. They are holding. Hopefully the drums aren't locked up, but we're gonna get it out here shortly. We've got the 72 Charger Rally over there. They're putting the engine and transmission in it for transport. We've got the Mr. Norm's 71 444 speed car sitting out here. It's getting pretty close to getting ready for transport. Like I said, 8 cars left yesterday, midnight. Tons of stuff going on still. This will be a 3-part piece. Anyway, so hope you're enjoying. Just keep watching and talk to you soon. So this is kind of a cool and unique piece. This is a 340 air filter assembly off of a 1972 or 73. Some 340s had these, some did not, but this is the trap door one, which means it has a little trap door that had a vacuum line that came off of right here down into the carburetor. And when you'd punch the throttle, it would open the trap door, which is this piece right here. And the theory is it would open up and give the filter a little bit more fresh air, therefore a little bit better breathing and more performance. Now, they weren't on all 72 and 340s, and I honestly don't know what designated whether they did or did not get them, but it's kind of a cool and unique piece, and if nothing else, is an awesome wall hanger. But this will probably be available at some point. Just watch our eBay page, DD Auto Salvage. You're gonna see a whole bunch of stuff because, well, yeah, as you've already seen in the other video, and we've got so much stuff we don't know what to do with, so it's gonna be available. Even have some 69 Charger parts here. A couple grills. They're not in perfect condition by any means, but definitely fixable or great for parts. And there's a pair of doors here. Something kind of cool about these. Those are power window doors. So if anybody is looking for some 69, actually these are 68 Charger doors. And the way you can tell real quick is where the lock is, which on these are clear in the back, which is 68. 69, they're going to be more about right here. Just kind of a little tidbit of information. So there's a pair of 68 Charger power window doors. If anybody's looking, just give us a call, DD Auto Salvage in Logan, or hit me up here. Well, it has changed a ton since we first got here. There's still a ton of work to do, but we've done so much. There's only 2 cars back there that you can see that still need to be ready for transport, and one of them's basically ready. The other one, we're gonna just shove an engine in it. The Mr. Norm 71 444 speed Dana car, it's ready to go. This car, someone needs to save that. This is a super rare car with such an awesome pedigree. It is a real Mr. Norm's brand Spalding Dodge car. It's a shame that it's in this condition, but it has all the documentation. It has the build sheets, it has the order form, it has the window sticker. I mean, just so much cool stuff. But it needs a lot of work. It does still have the Dana. Numbers matching engine trans gone. Interior is really rough, but we have a lot of parts for it. We do have the scoop for the hood. The doors are the correct RT doors, but they need a lot of work. This was a spoiler package car, as you can see. And like I said, look at that. Real Mr. Norm's car. Has the what's left of the Dyno Tune sticker on the window. I mean, how cool is that? You don't see that. I love this sticker. You've seen it already in part 1. Just a neat car. It's definitely deserves to be saved. These cars up here are staged ready. Real quick, I just want to say, anybody that moves a lot of cars, this John Deere has been an absolute lifesaver. I don't know what we would have done without it here. So like I said, these cars up here, these ones are staged. These are entirely ready to go down the hill. We've got a couple cool ones here. This first one is a 72 Dodge Charger Rally 344 speed car. It's got all the cool rally stuff like the tail lights. It's got the doors. They need some work, but they are the real deal 72 Rally doors. 1 year only with those awesome little gill things right here going down the door. And it has the bulge hood. The bulge hood, unfortunately, this one is really rough right here, but I have the emblems for it, and I think that's going to be a great wall hanger at the office. So that's probably where it's going to go. The Demon here, this is a good project for somebody. It's a TB3 blue Basin Street. Everybody calls it petty, and it's not. It's Basin Street or corporate blue. I think Dodge actually called it corporate and Plymouth called it Basin, but it's not petty regardless, so don't call it that. Anyway, so it's a 343 speed 8 3/4 disc brake car. Needs floors, but it's pretty solid otherwise. It's missing the engine, but has a 318 in it, and as I've told you before, we've picked up a whole bunch of 340s, so we probably have something for it. It's really not in bad condition. This car could be built and should be built. It's got the factory hood scoop. The grills, the correct grills are inside. It really is a hood scoop car. I mean, this thing is sweet. Probably one of the coolest A-bodies they built. Just such a good looking car. I mean, how can you not love that? This one, this is the 72 Charger Rally 444 speed that I've already talked about. It's got a Dana in it. This car also definitely needs saved. It's original blue with black interior, I believe. Has the fender tag. I believe this one has the build sheet as well. It's really fairly solid. It does need some work, but it's fairly solid. We added the headlight, hideaway headlight assembly. It doesn't call for that, but I had it here and we threw it on, and really it looks so cool. But it does have the regular grills in the back as well. We're gonna try to get this car fairly well put together to sell. It does have the numbers matching engine block. We do have that for it. So this car definitely also, it needs to be saved. It will be for sale eventually, as is the Mr. Norms and the Demon. Just not quite yet. We got to figure out what parts we have and what parts we don't. Then of course you guys know that's the black on black 72 400 3-speed Roadrunner. This car I'm keeping. We're going to build it here on the channel. So there's lots of cool plans for that car. We're going to keep it ratty, just make it fast, fun, and safe, like I've said before. It's a really cool car. Can't wait to get it home, play with it. I didn't used to like that rear bumper and those taillights, but they are really growing on me, as is the grill. It's cool to see this car dug out and not sitting in the hole. I've known it for just over 7 years, and for that whole 7 years it's been sitting right where we just pulled it from. The only thing that changed is a couple years when myself and a friend were out here, we put the slotted mags on it versus the steelies that were there. That was the only change in probably 25 or so years, was that. And this car, I believe, came out of New Jersey is what Larry said. On that note, so some of you guys probably recognize some of these cars and recognize the collection, the location. So this is the remainder of the Larry Hopman collection. This collection was featured in Muscle Car Review, Mopar Muscle, and a few other places several years ago. It was also on the pilot episode of Steve Migante's Junkyard Crawl before they changed it to Junkyard Gold. I believe you can find that episode on YouTube. There's a lot of really cool stuff on there, including the 72 440 Rally and that Mr. Norm's car down there. He used both of those as feature cars. Anyway, so where I was going with that is this car here. It's a 1973 Satellite Sebring 318 car. This car was driven in here like 25, 30 years ago. This was the first Mopar that Larry bought. This was the car that started the collection. And ironically, this is probably going to be the last car loaded up on the trailer. So it's literally going to be the last car to leave. There's just something kind of cool about that, just some poetic. This was what started it, and this is what's ending it. So it's kind of cool. This car, like I said, it was driven here. Larry used to use it to drive back and forth to get the mail every once in a while, but otherwise it's just set. So we're gonna try to get it running, clean it up, and we're gonna sell it. Also, the interior on this car, ironically, is really nice. The headliner needs some work, but the seats are good. I should have got some video and pictures before we stuffed it, but it's gonna be a really cool car for somebody. I think it's gonna be a fairly easy project. This would be a great car for somebody younger that's just trying to get in the hobby. I just want something fun and cool to drive to school. This would be the perfect car for that. And hopefully that's where it goes. We're gonna probably price it in a good range, especially if it's a young gun that wants it, somebody that's interested in this hobby that may not be able to get into it any other way. So, and we do have some parts that we could probably include with it. It's just a really cool car. Anyway, so I'm gonna finish up with that. I've got so much stuff we still got to do. We've got so many parts. I mentioned that we had to buy a box truck. We went and picked the box truck up today. There she is in all of her racing glory. Big old International X Rider truck. It's like a 26-foot box. We're going to install a receiver hitch on the back of that tomorrow, and we're going to pull a 20-foot enclosed trailer, that gray one that you can kind of see off on the left, just the top of it, loaded with parts. Guys, I know I've said this like 400 times or more in these videos. There's so many parts, like it's just crazy. You really can't take it in. Be patient. It's going to take a while to list everything for sale, but we're going to be selling so much. Watch on eBay. DD Auto Salvage is our eBay account. It's a new account for this Salvage Yard that I'm starting with D Auto. It's going to be awesome, guys. I'm in charge of doing the Salvage Yard. I've got so much stuff I'm trying to do. That's what this stuff is for. We've got some other collections and stuff that we're looking at. I've got 8 more vehicles we're gonna pick up literally right after I get home. I want this channel to be awesome, and we're gonna do a ton of stuff with this channel. Lots more than Mopar. I know that's hard to believe right now because of how much Mopar stuff I've done, but there will be more than Mopar. Like I said, there's some Ford stuff that's in the works, and then some GM stuff as well. So just be patient for you non-Mopar guys. For your Mopar guys, I'm sure you love it and you're happy that it's all Mopar so far, but enjoy the other stuff too, because after all, it's about a fun hobby. It's about automotive history. It's just about the cars. Respect everybody. On that note, I understand that these cars are in very bad disrepair. There's absolutely no need for anybody to make negative comments about these cars, how they've been stored, or anything like that, because that's not going to change the past. And right now we're looking at the future. We're moving these cars. We pulled them out of the fields. Nobody needs that negativity in this world. This is a hobby. It's for fun. So just remember that. It's a hobby and it's for fun. And don't be negative about everything. Sorry about that rant, but there's just been so much negativity with these cars here at this yard and other places. Anyway, just enjoy them however you enjoy them. And thanks for watching. Look at that. Another set of 71 Charger RT taillights just sitting out here. Like I said, these are the final 2 cars to get ready for transport. It's been raining pretty hard today, so we haven't been able to get a lot done with this kind of stuff. We did get the hitch welded onto the big box van, so that's something. This car here, this is gonna be a great parts car for one of those GTXs. It's a pretty solid little car. Something kind of cool. We're not taking this truck, but this is a real 1971 Dodge Dude. It's a 383 4-barrel and it's top banana yellow. Hopefully one day this truck gets restored because it's a cool truck. Anyway, back to work. Well, look at this. Princess is up there getting everything loaded. We're getting the trailer full. Made some progress over here. Still so much stuff though. Here's another cool piece. 6869 Roadrunner with the factory tack. Everybody calls that the postage stamp tack. It's kind of a cool and unique and fairly desirable piece. You can see the back has a little bit larger piece for the tack. Nothing like the TikTok tack that I showed you in part 1. But we still, even after we've been going through all of this stuff, it's going on a week and a half now, we are still digging out cool and rare parts. We're hoping that we can actually get everything loaded and done tomorrow. Today is Wednesday. Transport truck should be here to pick up the cars today, hoping around 4 o'clock. And then just finished loading up the box truck and some of the other stuff that we can and head back to Utah. It's gonna be a long drive. Anyway, keep watching. It's a lot of work, but it sure is fun to see these cars actually moving and getting ready to go to their new home, where they'll be getting ready to go to their new homes. Hopefully somebody really likes these cars and restores them and gives them the love that they deserve. This car, such a cool car. You know, 440 4-speed Dana, 72 Rally, last year a 440 4-speed D-body. It's just so cool. And now it's getting ready to go down the hill for transport. Only got 4 left to pull down the hill. So this was the first, and it's the last. This car's about ready to roll through those gates for the last time. There she goes. Guys, this is a thing of beauty, and you have no idea how much work has went into this. These are the final 8 cars, and we've got them all out and lined up for the transport truck. He should be here in an hour or so, and we're gonna get these loaded up and on their way to Utah. And then we've got both trailers loaded, and the big box truck just got pulled in so we can load it. We're hoping to be finished tomorrow and be able to head back to Utah Friday morning. It's probably going to be a 3-day journey back if there's no problems. And we really don't know much about the box truck, so who knows. The trailers are basically brand new, but 7 years old. They've never been used other than like very little. So we had to put new tires on them, repack the bearings, try to be safe. But again, we don't really know. And it's about 2,400 miles home. So anything could happen. So cool to see these cars all outside of that gate for the first time, and some of them 25 plus years. Well, guess I better get back up and help the guys get everything packed. Well, the transport truck is here. So we're gonna be getting all these cars loaded here shortly. It's pretty exciting. Then they're on their way out west. And for those wondering, the reason there's 2 cars backwards is for transportation. The front car on the top needs to be backwards, and then one in the middle needs to be backwards. So we've pre-staged these. Should be pretty close to the order they need to go on in the truck. So we'll see, hopefully it all works. There he is. The truck is a little bit smaller than the last one. So we're really hoping we can get all 8 cars on. Long driveway. everybody, thanks for watching part 2. We're currently heading back to Utah. The transport trucks are also should be about to Utah now, so watch for all of that on part 3. Be sure to like and subscribe, and also we have TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. So check all those out. There's some pictures and stuff on those as well. And again, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed it.